It's a deal that created much controversy back in 2011 when the country's major telecommunications provider was sold to Cable and Wireless. The Ingram administration was criticized for this, and unions as well as the opposition Progressive Liberal Party launched mass protests hoping to break up the sale.
Now, more than 5 years later, and the country's leader is shedding new light on that deal, which may not have been as beneficial as suggested.
Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie says the country was burnt badly with the BTC sale. In fact, he told the business community at the annual general meeting of the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation last night that new information about the BTC sale to Cable and Wireless reveals a possible loss to government, a negotiation he attributes to the previous administration who sold the company. Mr. Christie, in an interview with ZNS News after the meeting, went into details about his reveal.
The sales price, when one took into consideration all of the expenses associated therewith, including an amount that had no limit, no ceiling put to it for the contribution for pensions that was agreed to be paid. That went from 39 million to over 90 million. I heard the Minister of Labour say today 99 million, which has to be paid. So when you start to net whatever the balance is, it'll be a negative balance that BTC has cost more than it's given us.
But it's not all a loss, and that's primarily in part to the equal portion owned by the government and the additional 2% that was acquired by the Christie administration for a trust fund.
Obviously, we'll make some dividends from it because what we did is our predecessors got 49% of it. When we came in, we negotiated 2%, which Cable and Wireless agreed to put into a trust fund, and that trust fund is accumulating funds now, and whenever there's a dividend, part of that 2% goes into the trust fund. We have not used it yet for any purpose, but I most certainly will do so for some charitable purpose moving forward.
As to the current status of the company, since Cable and Wireless was bought by Liberty Global, well, the Prime Minister confirmed that the CWC chairman, Phil Bentley, has resigned and the government should be meeting with the new executives soon. He's optimistic about the new owners.
So Liberty will now have the management, and Liberty is a multi-billion-dollar company.
And with first-time competition on the horizon, now the Cable Bahamas has been given the nod to enter the cell phone market. Mr. Christie says they've also put in place some stipulations to ensure the Bahamian people benefit.
We have decided as a government that we would want 51% of those shares to be sold to small Bahamian groupings, whether pension funds or cooperatives, we have hired PricewaterhouseCoopers as a part of the task force to effect that. And so we're looking forward to the strengthening of the economy by the addition of a new cell provider and the competition that will flow. You can see BTC is aggressive in going into television. And quite frankly, I'm curious as to what advantages can perhaps accrue to
Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.